Taru are doing okay after the attack. Another shaft. Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
Alert! System core penetrated.
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger once. Something good. Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
Aloy, cease.
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Misery will cease.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code. Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Here goes.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. A moment. Scanning data. So it is Aloy. not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is our best option for a base of operations, and you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions? They will be here shortly.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Laurel, Zoe. This is Gaia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
I will highlight the location of the lab on your focus. I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good. So what was this place?
A regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
What's all this?
This was intended as the main gathering space.
So this was supposed to be the lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look.
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You could fit a good number of people in here.
Huh.
Or maybe just a few.
Looks like I need data for machine parts to fix the corrupted override.
I'm going to...
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy. When you are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss. Through that door is a trail that leads towards Plainsong.
So I could head back east if I need to, once we're done here.
Correct.
What's all this stuff for?
This facility was designed to process an immense amount of data from the terraforming system. This is where it would have been stored.
Okay. Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
Hello, Aloy.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But two big ones first. We're not gonna be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving. Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy. The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away. A distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
so... what's so far away, and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
Sirius? But that's where Far Zenith, their ship...
The Odyssey.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
The 3 subordinate functions that you did...
All 3. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant. If all 3 were restored to, they would constitute, but beware. In human terms...
Like Minerva.
Exactly.
The missing subordinate functions.
Artemis, Eleuthia was responsible for interculturing a new Apollo and disseminating. Unfortunately, all archived.
Pharaoh, huh?
Understandable. He appears to...
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their or were prevented. Do you still need them?
If attainable, restoring their remaining elements. Unfortunately, I have no...
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction.
Every subordinate, only by and mass-produced, only through then alter the task, recovering other, but without a...
Given Hephaestus is important...
I'm afraid that is... In my I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge, Hephaestus would have... A merge can...
And how many
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
You said Hephaestus isn't located...
Correct. Unlike the others which are confined to discrete, Hephaestus is just a network that can...
So...
I do not know. I will attempt to...
So, once you'll regain the capacity...
Yes.
So could you build and attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities I could design, build, and command, given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, I must admit, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good.
Indeed.
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life. Why would descendant...
At this point, we can...
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology...
True.
Unless... Well... Could it be that the strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of... I mean, if they did that... If they booted their own Gaia and boost until she could take control of Hephaestus...
Then yes, snuff out life. And then to their specific...
So they could be trying to do this...
But with opposite results.
Extinction. Instead of salvation. You said Sirius is... really far.
81 trillion kilometers. Or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendant...
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal, the journey was even faster. A mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough. You're making my... The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving of Elizabeth So that's right?
Yes, in effect,
But
the Odyssey, millions of it is with or without.
that's destroying... It's
It is difficult to know, or perhaps she...
Elizabeth Sobek, a subordinate? The extinction signal didn't... It made every subordinate...
I have wondered this, so far as I can, and the partial sentience and...
So this have been sent by someone who had
Yes. Were its intentions, I would admire the intellect or intellect.
So if the descendants came to... I guess we can assume that they're...
Yes. As your encounter with them at the Proving Lab, they appear to make... Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that she...
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offense. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it, no shielding could withstand.
So there's hope.
Always.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came from silence and...
Why would the signal...
Because the...
Which would take...
Correct. So the duration... With that in mind, I simply... Because it was... Sirius was...
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve. Water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts. I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions, so in each case, Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. It appears to be in the middle of Tanakh. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to date, but they seem to have a significant inclination to...
Well, that's a nice way to put it. What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was...
A ruin in the middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an...
Agreed. It appears to be located on the coast. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to reach.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to Ether, somewhere into Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your... If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell them, though I will require Hephaestus to permanently. Should you change your... You can update your objective via your... I will also a summary of a... Is there anything else I can help you with?
I do, don't I?
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that... Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life, and a lot has gone. Do you think I can do it all? Live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get...
I have unlocked the facility's exits. The other leads back down the mountain to
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah. Gaia's open. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
Okay. I need to bring Ether back for Gaia. Varl and Zoe are waiting for me by the west exit. But I could head back east first. Check out how Plainsong's doing after the attack.
Sure.
Or I could also look around here some more.
I think it'll be better this way. I think we must have traveled high up the mountain since entering the sacred cave. It's hard to say.
Can't tell if it's day or night in here either.
I need to head further west. To, get more of Gaia's components. Make her stronger. You two can stay here in the meantime. And Gaia can help get you up to speed. I'm not trying to shut you out. It's like... training.
Actually, I'm gonna go back east to get Erend. Bring him here. Look, allies, friends can help. We have a place to stay now, and like you said, Gaia can teach us, catch us up. It'll be okay.
Okay. Take these then.
One to wear, one for backup.
While you're at it, stop by Stone's Echo and look for Milu. Give her a message for Talana that I found a way over the mountains.
Will do.
Are you going with him?
No. After what happened in the cave below, I want to stay here a while. There is much I need to understand. Maybe by the time you get back, I'll have a thing or two I can teach you.
Looking forward to it. When will you be back?
I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll have one of Gaia's missing components with me.
Be careful out there. Even in Plainsong, we heard how the Tenakth clanlands are suffering from storms, machines, and now Regala.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Good hunting, Aloy.
The Tenakth clanlands. Somewhere out there's 3 of Gaia's sub-functions. And who knows what else. Bristlebacks now. I can ride them. able to heal all of it.